I am Dr. Amarjeet Kaur. I am Professor of Accounting and Dean at Faculty of Commerce and Management, Gurugram University, Gurugram. I am a certified management accountant from IMA USA, and I have about 48 research papers in the area of accounting and allied subjects. I am very happy to be here today to talk on purchase book with GST entries. So, friends, a purchase book has been covered by many speakers at different forums. You may get to hear on this topic very commonly. But GST, as we know, is a very latest development in the business history of India. It has recently been introduced in the Indian economy. So, you may not get many recorded lectures or telecast or the material where purchase book has been discussed along with the GST. So, how do we treat GST? How do we record GST entries when we are purchasing on credit? This is the agenda for today, right? So, learning about purchase book with GST. So, moving forward, the first question comes in, what is GST? We all know what GST is. GST is goods and services tax introduced in the country to do away with multiple or different types of taxes. Now we have a very better tax regime available in the country, and it has brought a lot of ease to the businessman. So, I am not going to discuss about the details of GST, but I am going to discuss about the types of GSTs which is applicable or which are applicable in the purchase transactions, because our topic is purchase book and GST. So, as the slide is there in front of you, and it clearly tells that there are three types of GSTs. The fourth type is that is not important for purchase book. So, there are primarily three types of GSTs, the CGST, SGST and IGST. So, CGST stands for Central Goods and Services Tax, SGST stands for State Goods and Services Tax, IGST stands for Interstate Goods and Services Tax. So, these are the full names for these three types. Now, CGST and SGST are levied on intra-state transactions. What does it mean? Let's say I am a business and I am registered in the state of Delhi, or I am registered in the state of Rajasthan, right? And I am selling or I am buying within the state itself. So, for the purpose of purchase book, if I am purchasing from some supplier who is working from the Rajasthan state only, it would be known as intra-state purchase or intra-state transaction, right? I will repeat, a situation of purchase where both buyer and seller are from the same state. In that case, your CGST and SGST is applicable, is levied. So, but the name is central, and you may question me now, or this question may come to your mind, how come CGST is applicable if the purchase transaction is within the state only? So, it's better that I clarify that doubt in your mind. Whenever we are purchasing anything, any good, of course on credit, purchase book, the first condition in the purchase book is that the purchases should be on credit, only then it qualifies to be recorded in the purchase book, right? So, if I am buying any good or services which is meant for resale, but I am buying within the state itself, then whatever the tax, the GST rate is different for different goods and services, right? So, depending on the rate of the applicable tax on that particular good or service which I purchased, the amount of the tax, the percentage of the tax is going to be divided equally between the center and the state. Let's say if there was a good which I purchased, the good, let's say X good. The X good I purchased, I am working in the Rajasthan state. I purchased from a seller who is also registered in the Rajasthan state, and the tax percentage on that particular item is 10%, 10% GST applicable, right? So what will happen? The amount of GST is going to be shared between the central government of India and state government of Rajasthan in this example, right? So CGST, that is Central Goods Services Tax, and SGST, which is State Goods and Services Tax, will be divided equally between these two parties. They would share equally. So in another item, if my tax rate is 12%, then 6% each. Nevertheless, in different cases, in different questions, you may see that percentage is described. Percentage is mentioned, that this much percentage of CGST and this much percentage of SGST is applicable. But there could be a situation, there could be a case where it is not specified, rather the rate of GST is given, the goods and service tax is given. In that case, it is assumed that you have this basic knowledge, you have this understanding as a student of accounting and finance or a student of taxation, that the moment there is an intra-state transaction, I am supposed to be dividing the tax collected equally between CGST, that is center, and SGST, that is state. The state may vary from situation to situation, example to example, but it is applicable only and only for intra-state transaction. Alright, so that is about CGST and SGST. Now coming to the third type. The third type, as I said, is IGST, Interstate Goods and Services Tax. The IGST is charged on interstate transaction. So what is interstate transaction? Let's say, as I took the example of Rajasthan state. I am working in the Rajasthan. I as a company, I am registered in Rajasthan state, right? And I have purchased something from UP. I purchase, let's say, I am into the business of, a sale of sarees, dress material. So I purchased from a company in Lucknow sarees, right? So Lucknow sarees, the business whom I purchased from is registered in the UP state. Now in this case, my purchases were on credit. I purchased goods and services because I am into the sale of dress material and sarees, etc. So this transaction qualifies to be recorded in purchase book. But my point is, this transaction is interstate transaction. In the first example, both the businesses were registered in Rajasthan state, right? In the second example, I am saying you as a business, you are registered in the Rajasthan state, and the business where you purchase from, and they are registered in UP state, right? So this becomes interstate transaction, and here IGST is applicable, and IGST is not shared between the center and the state. It goes to completely to the center government, right? So it means when I am preparing a purchase book, I need to have CGST column, I need to have SGST column, I need to have IGST column. Okay. So moving forward, I would like to take you through a caselet, and then I will show you the format of the purchase book with GST when we are discussing the solution. So I am taking a small caselet to help you understand different scenarios where CGST or SGST or IGST is applicable with purchase book transaction. So this case is there in front of you. It says prepare a purchase book in the books of Messrs. Unique Furniture House. So in the case of a purchase book, it's very important that we have a clarity on the nature of the business, right? So this example clearly tells that the nature of this business is furniture, right? Because name clearly says it's a furniture house. The next thing it says Unique Furniture House, Lucknow, UP. So the second thing, if we are dealing with GST, goods and services tax, the state is very, very important. So this business house, it means in this example, is registered, is operating from Lucknow, which is in UP. From the following transaction, assuming CGST is 6% and SGST is also 6%. So you have been given clearly the percentage of central goods and services tax and state goods and services tax, both are 6%. But in the same example, we could have been given 12% rate of GST, right, applicable for this transaction. In that case, we assume that you should have this basic knowledge that the tax of GST, which is goods and services tax, collected is equally distributable, is divided between central and state. So automatically 12% would have been divided by 2, which would become 6% for center and 6% for state, right? What is the transaction? The transaction is on January 2nd, bought from Sohan Lal and Company, Kanpur, which is in UP, of course, 10 Godrej chairs at the rate of 1000 each and 10 Godrej tables at the rate of 6000 each, and there was a trade discount which we received at the rate of 20%. So it means in the purchase book the format remains the same. I am going to show you the format and the solution. This is the solution of this first transaction. I am going to discuss one by one. So first of all, please note down the format. In the format, we have date column, particulars column, we have your ledger folio column, invoice column, we have detail column, we have then cost in total, which is actually the amount, and the last three columns are for input CGST, input SGST and the total. In this example, because only your CGST and SGST applicable, I have not prepared IGST column. But if you read it carefully, it says input GST, right? So input CGST and input SGST. So this input word is used for purchases, right? And in case of sales book, the output word is used. So input CGST, input SGST is applicable when we make a purchase. Alright. So the same example, in the particulars we have written Sohan Lal and Company, name of the city is also mentioned, Kanpur, right? 10 Godrej chairs at the rate of 1000, so it becomes 10,000, and 10 Godrej tables at the rate of 60,000, 6,000 each, it becomes 60,000 in total. So total purchases from this company are 70,000 less 20% trade discount. So it means 14,000 discount being received. So the total net purchases are 56,000, and now 6% is your CGST and 6% is SGST. So total 3,360 is there on 56,000, which is 6% of 56,000, right? So we will add CGST and we will add SGST, which is equal amount. Your total purchases become 62,720, right? Which in the cost column you would write the net purchases net of discount 56,000. In the CGST column, input CGST, you will write 3,360. Into input SGST column, you will write 3,360, and the total column 62,700. right? So this is the complete solution in front of you, which clearly says one important thing. What is that? The important is that, in a normal purchase book, right, if you have some problem where you are making a purchase book without GST entries, what we do, we put the total amount of purchases in the detail column, in the particular column. Then we subtract the discount in the same column, and we write the net amount of the purchases, which is net of discount, in the amount column. But when I am preparing a purchase book with GST entries, the difference is, which you must have noticed in the slide which I showed you a few minutes ago, that we take the total amount of net of discount in the details itself, right? And my net amount, net of discount, goes in the cost column, and thereafter I calculate GST by the given percentage on the net amount. The net amount is net of my discount. This is very, very important, because otherwise if you will calculate GST on your gross amount without subtracting discount first, the amount of GST will be higher than applicable. So please make a note of this important aspect. Do not make a mistake here by calculating GST on the gross amount. We have to calculate GST on the net amount, which is net of the discount, right? So in the cost column, the net amount after discount goes. In input CGST 3360 goes, which is 6% of the net purchases, and same is the amount in the input SGST. And then finally in your total column you have the total amount of purchases, which includes the amount of cost plus the taxes for both central and state. I hope this was clear to you. The first example was clear to you, right? Moving forward, I am going to the second transaction now, January 5th. It says purchased from Shyam Bhushan and Sons, Varanasi, which is again in UP. We have purchased 5 Almiras at the rate of 8,000 each. It means my total purchase of Almira becomes 40,000, and we purchase 3 revolving chairs at the rate of 20,000 each, so 60,000. So it means my Almira which I purchase are 8,000 into 5, 40,000, and my revolving chairs are 60,000. It means my total purchases are 1 lakh of gross value, right? And on that I am getting discount of 10%. Okay, so my 10% discount, it means my net purchases out of after discount, becomes 90,000, and I have to apply CGST and SGST on it at the given rate. The given rate of discount is it is mentioned in the beginning of the case itself. So if I now look at the solution, so there is a slide in front of you which is for January 5th, right? So the January 5th clearly says that we have purchased from Shyam Bhushan and Sons, Varanasi. So then in the detail column you are writing Shyam Bhushan and Sons, Varanasi. Further in the next row it is clearly written, and we have written 5 Almiras at the rate of 8,000 each. So it becomes 40,000. The next row we have written 3 revolving chairs at the rate of 20,000 each, so 60,000. My total purchase, next row says 1 lakh less 10% discount, right? So it becomes 1 lakh in total. After that we have a discount of 10,000, which is 10% of the purchases, so 90,000 in total. Now we have to apply 6% on 90,000, which becomes 5,400. So 5,400 CGST and 5,400 SGST, It means 90,000 net purchases, the cost, plus 10,800 is my taxes, GST tax. So my total column becomes 1,08,000. Right, this is how we have solved the second point here on the purchase book with GST, right? So I hope that is clear to you, that how we have resolved this tax issue in this purchase, because your 6% is to be charged on the 90,000 amount. Your 6,000 is basically of 90,000 coming out to be 5,400. So clearly 5,400 goes in input GST column, and same amount 5,400 goes to input SGST column, right? So I hope this transaction is clear, that how did we solve the second given situation, right? Moving to the third situation. The third situation in the case is that purchase from Sharma Traders, Lucknow, UP, 100 desks at the rate of 2,500 each, 10 sofa sets at the rate of 15,000 each, and we received a trade discount of 15%. Okay, so 100 desks of 2,500 each. So it means you can multiply 100 with 2,500, so 2,50,000. Same way, 10 sofa sets multiply by 15,000, it means 1,50,000. So my total purchases becomes 4 lakhs, right? And how much is the discount? 15%. So if I charge discount on 4 lakhs, so it means 60,000 is my discount. And how much is my net purchase? My net purchase is 4 lakhs less the trade discount, which would be 60,000 in this case. So it becomes 3,40,000. So certainly in the particulars column, we will write the name of the seller, which is Sharma Traders, Lucknow. And in the detail column, next row, we will write 100 desks at the rate of 2,500 each. In the very next row, we will write 10 sofa sets at the rate of 15,000 each, right? So if I show you the solution, and if you go to the third slide here, so this is the solution in front of you. So 4 lakhs total purchases, 60,000 is your discount, 3,40,000, and now you calculate 6% on 3,40,000, which is coming out 20,400, right? So 20,400 will go to your IGST column, and the same amount will go to your CGST column. So CGST column and IGST column would have similar amount, and in the total column, the last column would have the sum of the 3 columns, and these 3 columns are cost, input CGST and output CGST, right? So in your total column, the total amount including the GST, both meant for center and meant for state, goes in the total amount. All right. So this was the third situation. Now coming to the fourth situation and the last situation, that purchased for cash from Great Furnitures, Delhi, 4 tables at the rate of 4,000 each, right? And the next situation is January 24, we have bought furniture for office use from New Furniture House, Faridabad, on credit, 3 chairs at the rate of 2,500 each, 2 tables at the rate of 5,000 each. Now let's discuss for 2 minutes. In both the situation, we are not going to record these transactions in the purchase book with GST entries. Why? Because the first transaction on January 18th, the purchases from Great Furniture, Delhi, they were made, but they were made on cash. So please read the question, read the case very carefully. So it says purchased from Great Furniture. So we have purchased goods. this transaction seems to be qualifying to be recorded in purchase book, but not completely. There is a drawback that this transaction was on cash and none of the cash transaction is recorded in the purchase book. Though GST is applicable, though the company is into furniture sales and purchase and they have purchased furniture. So, based on that logic, this will not be recorded. And similarly, the last transaction, bought furniture for office use. You are a furniture shop, right? But this time you are buying furniture and you are buying on credit from New Furniture House Faridabad. That is interstate transaction. But you are not going to record because this furniture is not meant for resale, but you want to use something in your, it could be similarly, simply that you have purchased sofa set and you are buying only table and you are dealing in table and chairs only, right? So, this transaction also does not qualify to be recorded in purchase book because this transaction is not for resale of goods or services. It does not involve goods or services meant for resale. So, on that logic, on that basis, this will not be recorded in this book, right? I hope you could get a fair idea that how do we prepare a purchase book with GST entries, how do we divide GST into IGST, CGST and SGST. So, this was a very important topic, a concurrent topic, and I hope I added to your knowledge base. Thank you very much.